now I pause.
It's Toilet Tunes. I'm your host, Sarah Morris. Folks come to my big green bathroom somewhere north of Minneapolis, Minnesota. And we sing a little, we talk a bit, we put it out on the internet just in time for your Friday afternoon. Of course, it's the internet, so you go on and watch it when you choose. But there's a new episode coming out real soon. So stay toilet tuned. Stay toilet tuned.
And that was our pause. I'm Sarah Morris. I invite people to sing in my big green bathroom. People like Jaspar Lepakl. Jasper has a brand new album coming out very soon, and to celebrate this beautiful occasion, we are going to sing a beautiful song for you for your Friday afternoon.
Everybody is wondering what and where they all came from. Everybody is worried about where they're gonna go when the whole thing's done. But no one knows for certain, so it's all the same to me. I think I'll just let the mystery be. Some say once gone, you're gone forever. Some say you're gonna come back. Some say you're resting in the arms of the Savior in simple ways you lack. Some say they're coming back in a garden, bunch of carrots and little sweet peas. I think I'll just let the mystery be. Everybody is wondering what and where they all came from. Everybody is worried about where they're gonna go when the whole thing's done. But no one knows for certain, so it's all the same to me. I think I'll just let the mystery be. Some say they're going to a place called glory, and I ain't saying it ain't a fact. But I heard that I'm on the road to purgatory, and I don't like the sound of that. I believe in love and I live my life accordingly. I choose to let the mystery be. Everybody is wondering what and where they all came from. Everybody is worried about where they're gonna go when the whole thing's done. But no one knows for certain, so it's all the same to me. I think I'll just let the mystery be. I think I'll just let the mystery be.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. Jasper Lepakl, everybody. Yes! Oh, that song's by Iris Dement. And as we talked about briefly, she's practically our neighbor. Haven't even met her
Iowa.
yet. I mean, practically.
I guess, yeah. I haven't. I would love to.
Yeah.
If you're listening, Iris, I would love
Just
to
put
meet
it
you.
out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a beautiful song. I do know for certain, but I'm just kidding.
No, this song changed my life. Like, I
Yeah.
heard this right before I started writing my own songs, and I don't know, I was kind of taking a break from the religion I'd grown up in, and I didn't know where to go next, and this song gave me permission just to be, and I'm so grateful for this song. And I often say to people, I belong to the Church of Iris Dement, where we let the mystery be.
That's like a t-shirt. You need the t-shirt.
Yeah.
I think we should all have that t-shirt.
Yeah, although she should probably make it.
She should make it. We want her to have all the dollars. We would tithe them to her. I think that letting the mystery be is such a beautiful, just like a thing to tattoo on my forehead for pretty much the day.
Yeah.
Always.
And also the believing in love part.
Yep. I got real excited to sing that line with you.
Me too.
Yep. Well, It's beauty. Thank you for sharing it. Thank you for sharing what it means to you. I really appreciate that. Jasper, you have an album. It's coming out a week from today, I believe.
Yes, it is coming out a week from today.
It's called So Strong. You had an awesome Kickstarter for it not too long ago. It was a joy to watch that
Yeah.
happen. How was that for you?
It was so crazy, like the highs and the lows of that. I'm like afraid to try it again because it was just such an emotional roller coaster, but it was successful, and the best part about it is just the support I feel from so many folks around this album before it comes out.
Yeah.
I think that's the best part of a crowdfunding campaign.
It's like a baby shower.
I haven't thought of it that way.
But does it work for you?
I mean, if there was a party afterwards where people gave me gifts.
But I mean, I feel like it's a little bit of like the intent behind a baby shower. I know that often it's like becomes commercialized thing, but really it's like many humans gathering together saying, we love you and we love what you're about to bring into the world, even though we haven't met this being yet.
Yeah.
And so the Kickstarter is like a virtual version of that.
And the release show is like the party version of it.
That's right.
Yes, so that's what I'm missing.
Everyone's at the delivery room for...
That's a good one, actually.
It is good because you do have a song called P is for Placenta. I didn't even think that I was going to dial into that, but here I go. But yes, get to the delivery room. Here it is at Ice House. We love Ice House. Sunday, 128, 5 p.m. That's some hot stuff right there. Oh.
Yeah.
To the early show. I just want them all.
I went to see my friend Riley Skinner play an early show at Ice House last winter, and Bad Posture Club played, and it was like, I got there, and it was 5 o'clock, and I got to have dinner and drinks and see this music, and then I got to go home and like still go to bed.
And you didn't feel wrecked in the morning.
I didn't feel wrecked in the morning. It was delightful.
Yes, this is how we do it. So Strong album release is at Ice House. I've got a ticket link below. Haley Rydell's opening, huh?
Yes. She's amazing.
She's amazing. Would you know, she's been in the bathroom. We love her so much. When did you record the album?
I recorded it between March and June of last year. I recorded it mostly in Seattle. I worked with Alicia Healy, who did my last album when I was living in Seattle.
Oh, cool.
She's fabulous.
Yes.
And then we recorded a few parts here as well.
Nice. You lived here, then you moved to Seattle, but you also came from somewhere else. You want to give us the brief, like, map of you?
Sure.
The map of you?
Map of me. Okay. I
The
grew
map
up in
of Jasper.
Tucson.
Okay.
And then I ended up at Bethel, not too far
Oh,
from
gosh.
here. Yes, for college.
Closer than Iris Dement, for sure. Like, right down the street.
Yes. As I was driving here, I was like, oh, all these memories from
Yes.
college, from these roads. But my parents grew up in Minnesota and have huge families, so all of my extended family is here. And we did like all our summer vacations here as a kid, so I
Nice.
ended up here for college. I met my husband Kale, and then we moved to South Africa for a couple of years with his work, which
cool.
was pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And then when we got back, we ended up going to Seattle because he had a job opportunity there that was really exciting, and we stayed there for 10 years. And we had our daughter.
Yeah.
And I wanted to move back here before she started kindergarten because this just feels like a better place, at least for us and our values, to raise a kid. Like there's just so many parks, so much access. Like I always felt like I was fighting for space in Seattle. And we didn't have sidewalks in our neighborhood, which...
That's a real thing. When I lived in
Yes.
Nashville, there weren't sidewalks either. And I remember immediately be like, why didn't you hate me? I just want to walk places.
And I want like my kid to be able to walk places and not be in the road. So it's been, and I mean, I never really wanted to leave Minneapolis. I love it here.
It says something that you came back, I mean, on your own. That sounds like you were here 3 times, 4 times? Different returns?
2 times really.
Okay, but Bethel was the initial.
And then I stayed.
Then you
That's where-
that was one launch.
Yeah, I stayed here, and then I
Because you established your music.
Yes.
I mean, you were. I knew you way back. Like I knew we shared a show, right at the Amsterdam.
Yep.
Like
You
I was
were
pregnant. It was 2012. It was ages ago.
That was
so
I
knew
right when I
nothing.
got back from South Africa.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, I was here for a while. Basically, the 2000s. That was the first stint.
No, the 2020s.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here we are on Toilet Tunes. I want to tell you, first I wanted to ask actually, before I tell you anything, do you like coffee?
I do like coffee. I love coffee.
You can tell the truth about what you're doing with coffee right now.
I'm taking a break from coffee right now because I feel like I'm drinking way too much of it.
It comes from love.
It goes from yes.
It's right.
Yeah.
If you didn't love it, you wouldn't have to break from it.
Yeah. So I'm trying to decide if I love sleep or coffee more, and I don't know what I'm going to decide. Honestly, I really don't.
I love sleep every night and I love coffee every morning. Does that count?
I mean, if it works for you, yeah. But if the two fight each other, then you have to figure something else out.
Don't fight. I love coffee and I love dreamers. These are some things that I love. And I feel like there are lots of places where coffee and dreamers intersect. One, coffee fuels dreamers like me who are morning people and need it. Two, people who roast coffee, they're dreamers too. And so I've recently partnered with Winnow MN. Winnow MN is a coffee subscription service where they partner with local roasters, local to the whole state of Minnesota. If you subscribe to Winnow, you get a bag of coffee every month delivered to your door. And suddenly your mornings are tastier and more connected to small business and dreamers. This month they're partnering with Up North Roasters. I believe they're in Chanhassen, which for me is actually down south, but we're not going to be picky about it. This is the blizzard of 91. I'm guessing you did not live here in 1991?
I feel like I've heard the tales. Was it on Halloween?
It was on Halloween.
Okay.
There are tales. Yes. So this coffee tastes like that day. Actually, this coffee tastes so much better. I've been enjoying it very much. And if you go to Winnow MN, which I hope you do, and you use the code staytoilettuned, you get $5 off your first bag. Stay toilet tuned.
Cool.
I think so. All right. When you're on Toilet Tunes, Jasper, I ask a few questions.
Okay.
The first question is, Jaspar Lepakl, will you tell me something good? Tell me something good in the world.
Something good in the world?
Any good thing.
Okay.
That's tea.
Something good in the world is my love for winter. Can I just talk about that?
Bold move. Go.
Bold move. And we haven't really had it yet here in Minneapolis, which feels a little bit weird. But I think being away in Seattle for like 9 to 10 winters, coming back here, I just think it's the most beautiful thing with the snow and the sunny skies. That's a good thing in the world. Just taking in that like soft, quiet beauty where things aren't growing and we're just like dream space. Like empty space so we can let our minds wander and be dreamers and think of, I don't know, just kind of connect with who we are in a new way with the space that winter brings us.
So I'm asking you to call that space into being because maybe that's why I've been extra anxious is we have not had that yet this
Oh, that's interesting.
year. Maybe we have by the time this is airing because I film ahead of time. But we've had gray and gray and gray.
You're right.
And our snow has not been worth speaking about. So the quiet has been less quiet. To me.
Such wisdom.
Yes, no,
I'm serious.
thank you. But I mean, I wonder if, because I too, you said when things are growing, they're happening underneath, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like we all want that time when things aren't showing.
Yes.
When we can just like let it be internal a bit. I want it.
I do too. And again, that's one of the reasons I wanted to move back here. Like
Yeah.
the seasons and that winter space.
This feels like some Seattle cold. Like, I mean, when I lived in Nashville, it was, January was just gray. And it was like, well, what are you? You're not refreshing. I'm gonna, we're calling you. Winter Space, we've invited you. You just did that.
Okay.
You did that
Can
too.
we invite Winter Space not to dump a blizzard on the release date?
You are welcome to come on the 25th of January, which is yesterday. Did you show up yesterday? Oh, no, just kidding. 25th is in the future still. I'm messing things up. But yes, you just can't come on this day. I think it'd be great if it showed up on the 26th because then people just sit home and listen to your album all day.
Yeah. Okay.
Just a thought.
That's a perfect thought.
Okay. All right. Next question I like to ask people is, Jasper, where are you learning right now?
I am learning from my students.
What do you teach?
I teach voice, piano, guitar, songwriting, how to
All the things.
play guitar while singing. Performance,
It's
yeah.
a separate skill
Separate
entirely.
skill, totally.
Then.
And I just started doing that at Twin Town Guitars.
Oh, lucky them.
Yeah. Lucky me.
Are you liking it?
I really like it. Yeah,
Cool.
I think I've heard that over and over again. Like, if you want to learn something, teach it. And I think that's spot on. And it's fun to bring the piano back into my life again in a different way.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Did you study voice at Bethel?
I did, really briefly. I studied piano at Bethel for a couple years. And then I got so lonely in like the
Practice
rooms.
Yeah.
I switched my area of study to English literature and writing, which was a good move for me.
Yeah. And serves as a songwriter just fine.
Yeah, just fine. I did take one semester of voice at Bethel, and I just remember I just didn't think the teacher liked me very much. So it just wasn't like the right fit. And since then I've studied with 3 different vocal coaches in all the places I've lived.
Nice.
I needed to, because when I started writing, I was so shy and I didn't really know how to sing.
Yeah.
And I was like, these teachers changed my life in all these different ways. And so it's fun to be able to bring those skills to teaching others. And I've been really enjoying it. And it's a great community there.
I love it. I've never been to Twin Town, which I need to fix.
Oh, I know. Yes.
I know. We've had quite a few friends who teach at Twin Town here, and I just need to go be a friend over there. Hand in hand with that question, so where are you learning to me is like an acute, it's happening now. What is for you the steady beat of it, something that you return to over and over again?
The steady beat of learning.
Steady beat of it, like for you, just like something in your life that serves as a steady beat. It's like a poetic question that I made up based on a song lyric, which is really nerdy of me. But like what beats steady for you in your life?
I think walking, taking walks around my neighborhood, which is I just have access to Lake Nokomis from where I live, and it's just great being over there. That's a steady thing for me, that walking meditation.
Yeah.
Writing is a steady meditation, but it comes in waves. So like when I'm recording and working on releasing an album, I find that my writing time it's harder to commit to that because the album just takes up so much time and energy, and I'm trying to remember that because I do really like having that steady beat of writing in the mornings, even if it's just for like 30 minutes.
Do you write songwriting in the morning or just like, okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Every day? Like,
no.
Oh.
In waves.
In waves.
Like it'll go in weeks and it'll be regular.
That's cool.
And then other things will come in and...
I like knowing that that's a different kind of steady beat too. You know, I mean, that's like steady beat can be like a more macro.
Yeah.
Or it can be a choop, 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 choop sort of thing.
Yeah.
That's how I'm showing the waves.
I like the waves.
Yeah, that's good. Do you write with pencil? Do you write with pen? Do you write with computer? What are you doing with this time? What's happening?
So I write with pen, and I write on big pieces of paper.
Oh.
Like the giant art pieces of paper.
Fun!
Because then you can see the whole song at the same time.
You should auction those off to fans.
Well, no, I want to keep them.
You should keep them, but then you should make duplicates. I feel like people would want them.
Well, there isn't just one sheet. That's the thing.
Oh.
It gets to be a little crazy.
Okay.
Because I kind of rewrite stuff and play around with different ideas on different pages. Kind of rearrange, like add new puzzle pieces.
Yeah.
Take some of the old ones. I've taken photos of these writing projects.
Have you?
They're on my Instagram. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
They're pretty massive.
I want to see one now. I'll have to go. I'll follow you on Instagram. I already do, but I'm just bad at looking at stories. Is it on a story? I'm really bad at that.
No, it's on to post.
It's on
because I'm bad at stories too. Yeah. Thanks for admitting that. I feel like it's
I also don't ever want to ask people to go because I feel like the whole point of a story is to suck you in and never let you leave, and I don't want to be part of that. But I think it's great if you do. Is that fine?
Yes, that's fine. That's okay.
Now I'm wondering if you will take us by the metaphorical ear and spin us out to something that is getting your ears hot and bothered.
Hot and bothered?
Which is like, yeah, in a good way.
Oh, gosh, there's so much.
Oh, that's fun.
Well, I get hot and bothered about what's happening with reproductive laws in our country. Really hot and bothered about it. I also get hot and bothered about how we just don't value caregiving and caregivers. And we just need to change the whole system so that we value caregiving for parents.
Yes.
And like everybody needs care at different points in their life. We're not all independent from birth. Like this idea that we have in America that we're just independent. And even the nuclear family, it just feels wrong right now. Like we need something different. We need more than just two parents raising their kids. We need a village. And I always come back to this idea, like first to start to fix that, we just need national health care. And it would give like so much ease to all these parents. And I don't know, to an artist, like to everyone, it would fix so many things on a big, big scope.
Are you familiar with Courtney Martin, the writer?
No.
She does a beautiful blog on Substack called The Examined Family, and she just had a really lovely essay on care, just like the ways it shows up, the ways how when it's done really well you don't notice it. You know, it was really beautiful. And then there was an On Being interview that I listened to recently that was also on care and design with care and the designing spaces to allow for more, like you're talking about, multi-generational care and all that, which I think is really beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a lot.
Yeah.
The question also though is about if there was a music, something you were listening to, like a song or an album.
That has me hot and bothered?
Yeah, I think of getting hot and bothered as like kind of having a crush on something.
Oh, and I think of it as like getting angry about something.
Well, that's good. So now we have reestablished what hot and bothered is, and I like that you told us all those other things too, because those are,
Okay.
I am sure,
Okay.
but musically, ears hot and bothered for like in a way, we could just say getting your ears hot.
Okay.
Are you dying now?
No, I'm not dying. There are
keeping all
two albums that I think are just perfect all the way through.
Yes.
Okay. Anais Mitchell's most recent release.
It is a game changer.
It is.
When I first heard Brooklyn Bridge, I just about peed my pants. They would have been hot and bothered because of that. Yeah, because it's so good.
And her, I mean, all the songs on there, but she has a song called Bright Star that really resonates. It kind of has a similar theme to this Let the Mystery Be song. Like, I don't know, to me, they connect. And what's the other one? Little Big Girl gets me crying every time.
Yeah.
It's just really...
I like The Real Thing. Or is that what it's called? Where she's like, she talks about the
Just Wanna
meal.
Live in the Real World.
The Real World, yes. Oh, that one.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've had that line like running through my head a lot lately.
Your Real Hands on My Hips. She's got, it's like a really good, the whole album. Yeah. Okay, what's the other perfect one?
The other one is by an artist, Larson Gardens, who I met in Seattle. And it's called Moonflower.
Oh.
And it's just beautiful.
Oh,
The whole
exciting.
thing. She has a song called Feel Good that's my favorite. And it's just like, it's all right to feel good.
It is.
It's all right. But it's just, the music is just beautiful, powerful, kind of timeless in that vintagey, I don't know, folky, indie way.
I love it. So Larson, O-N or E-N?
E-N.
Gotta ask.
I hope so. I hope
We'll look it up.
Yeah.
We'll look it up and I'll link below. We're good. We're totally good.
There are lots of Larsons in Minnesota.
I know, that's why I learned to ask. Are you an E-N or an O-N? Am I Sarah with an H? I am. You Jasper with an A? You are. Jasper with an A, Lepakl, got so strong. It's coming out on all the streaming services 1 week from today. And then 2 days after that is, like we said, you can go to the delivery room. It's the release show at Ice House, which is just a wonderful place. The food's delicious. The space feels both intimate and lively in a really unique way.
Yeah.
I think. And it's early because Jasper cares about us because she believes in the ethic of care.
Yes.
Check that out. This is the part where we thank our sponsors. First, we're gonna say again a big love to Winnow. Stay toilet tuned for $5 off your first bag.
Do it.
And then the next people we get to thank are my Sarah subscribers at Patreon. these people make it possible for me to be a musician. That's it. That's the whole story. I love them very much. Recently, so everybody that's ever been a patron, I write their name on a heart. It means if you have to go, which I get that. You can't stay forever, that's fine. But you're still a heart. I still love you. But recently somebody joined it, forcing me to paint new hearts. So that means there's room for you, is what I'm trying to say. But thank you, Sarah subscribers. Thank you, Toilet Tunes watchers. It's just so fun to party with you every Friday. And as you know, Fridays come once a week. That means Toilet Tunes comes once a week. We do this at noon. So until then, please stay toilet tuned.